Hi, my name is Professor Brian. Welcome to this journey through Diplomacy and Global Affairs, Careers in International Relations. Today we are going to study the chapter named Core Skills for Global Affairs Careers. In this chapter, we'll explore key IR skills like negotiation, geopolitical analysis, cross-cultural communication, and expertise in law and diplomacy. Professionals also need strategy writing, crisis management, and ethical decision-making to navigate complex global issues. As economics students, you'll see how analytical and data skills blend with these abilities to influence real-world decisions. Why core skills matter. Core skills are the bridge between knowledge and action. In international relations, even the most accurate economic report is useless if it cannot be communicated effectively. Negotiations, policy briefs, and public diplomacy all depend on these abilities. For economic students, mastering these skills ensures that your insights are understood by decision makers. Employers value candidates who can analyze complex data and convey its implications clearly. Negotiation skills. Negotiation is central to diplomacy, whether on trade agreements, climate accords, or peace deals. Effective negotiators balance national interests with finding common ground. Economists in negotiations bring hard data to justify positions such as cost implications of tariffs or benefits of investment treaties. This skill requires preparation, patience, and cultural awareness. In global affairs, successful negotiation can save millions in resources and prevent conflicts. Stages of negotiation. The negotiation process typically has 5 stages: preparation, opening, exploring, bargaining, and closing. Preparation involves gathering all relevant data, economic projections, political conditions, and stakeholder priorities. The opening sets the tone, exploring builds trust, bargaining is where compromises happen, and closing formalizes agreements. Economics supports each stage with factual evidence and quantitative modeling. Knowing these stages helps professionals structure discussions effectively. Geopolitical analysis. Geopolitical analysis examines how geography, politics, and economics shape global events. For example, analyzing supply chain risks in the South China Sea requires both political and economic insight. Economists assess trade dependency, resource distribution, and market vulnerabilities. This skill is essential for anticipating global trends and preparing policy responses. It's particularly important in understanding economic sanctions, energy politics, and emerging markets. Tools for geopolitical analysis. Professionals use risk indices, economic modeling, and scenario planning. For instance, the Economist Intelligence Unit, EIU, produces country risk ratings that guide investment decisions. Trade flow analysis can reveal which nations are most exposed to disruptions. Mapping data visually helps stakeholders understand regional trends. Economics students can bring strong data interpretation skills to this process. Cross-cultural communication. Global affairs involve interacting with diverse cultures, and miscommunication can harm relationships. Cross-cultural communication means understanding etiquette, values, and communication styles. For example, in Japan, indirect language is preferred, while in Germany, directness is valued. Economists often present data to audiences unfamiliar with technical terms, so adapting communication is vital. This skill builds trust and avoids costly misunderstandings. Language skills. Learning foreign languages boosts your effectiveness in international careers. Speaking the local language builds rapport and reduces reliance on translators. For example, French is valuable in many African diplomatic posts, and Arabic in Middle Eastern trade negotiations. Economics students can use language skills to directly interpret foreign economic reports. Language learning also deepens cultural understanding. Legal and diplomatic expertise. International law governs treaties, trade agreements, and conflict resolution. Diplomats and economists must know relevant laws, such as WTO trade rules or maritime law. Legal knowledge ensures policies comply with global standards. Economics students benefit by understanding how legal frameworks shape market access. This expertise is critical when advising on compliance and dispute settlement. Strategy writing. Strategy writing involves producing clear, actionable policy documents. These could be trade strategies, investment promotion plans, or humanitarian response frameworks. Economists contribute by integrating statistical forecasts and economic impact assessments into strategies. Clarity and conciseness are essential, as leaders often have limited time to review documents. Strong writing turns complex analysis into practical recommendations. Crisis management skills. Crisis management means responding quickly to political instability, natural disasters, or economic shocks. For example, during a currency crisis, policymakers need rapid economic assessments. Economists and crisis teams forecast impacts, suggest stabilization measures, and assess recovery costs. This skill requires both analytical speed and calm decision-making. International agencies value professionals who can act effectively under pressure. Crisis simulation exercises. Simulations help train crisis managers by recreating real-life emergencies. Participants practice making decisions with incomplete information. For economic students, these exercises show how financial data, market trends, and resource allocations guide responses. Crisis simulations also test leadership and teamwork. They prepare professionals for unpredictable real-world events. Ethical decision-making. Ethics in global affairs covers fairness, transparency, and human rights. Economists must weigh the benefits and harms of policy options. For example, sanctions may pressure a government but also harm ordinary citizens. Ethical decision-making ensures that policies balance effectiveness with moral responsibility. In a connected world, unethical actions can damage a nation's reputation and economy. Mediation skills. Mediation is a neutral approach to resolving disputes between parties. Mediators guide dialogue without imposing solutions. Economists can mediate disputes over trade terms, investment disputes, or resource-sharing agreements. This requires impartiality and strong listening skills. Mediation often complements formal negotiation. Networking and relationship building. Relationships are the backbone of diplomacy and international business. Networking opens doors to collaborations, information sharing, and opportunities. Economists working globally need contacts in governments, businesses, and international organizations. Trust and mutual respect are key for long-term cooperation. Strategic networking can advance both national and personal career goals. Public speaking and presentation skills. Clear public speaking is essential for representing ideas and policies. Economists present at conferences, brief policymakers, and appear in media interviews. Visual aids like charts and graphs make complex data understandable. Practicing delivery builds confidence and credibility. These skills help influence both expert and public opinion. Project management. Project management ensures initiatives are delivered on time and within budget. In IR, projects could be election monitoring, trade missions, or research studies. Economists track financial aspects, monitor progress, and report results. Tools like Gantt charts and project software keep tasks organized. This skill ensures accountability and efficiency. Teamwork in global affairs. Large-scale initiatives require collaboration between multiple stakeholders. Economists may work with political scientists, lawyers, and engineers. Teamwork ensures diverse expertise informs policy. Clear communication and role clarity make teams effective. This mirrors the interdisciplinary nature of global affairs. Building a skills portfolio. A skills portfolio documents your abilities, experiences, and achievements. For economic students, this can include research projects, internships, and certifications. Portfolios help employers see your readiness for global roles. Keep it updated with both technical and soft skills. This is your professional brand in the global job market. Summary and next steps. Core skills are what transform academic knowledge into professional success. Negotiation, analysis, communication, and leadership all play a role in global affairs. Economic students have a strong foundation to build on, especially in data-driven decision-making. The next step is to practice these skills through internships, simulations, and networking. In global careers, skills and adaptability are as important as knowledge. AIM